Morning, all. All right, so we got 5 games tonight in the National Hockey League. Dallas can clinch that final playoff spot tonight, or Vegas could clinch it for them if Vegas doesn't get the result that they need against the Chicago Blackhawks. Other than that, there's not really a lot to play for tonight. There's just the 5 games. There's 2 starting at 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern, and we start off with the New York Rangers at home against the Montreal Canadiens. And the Rangers, after the loss last night, I wouldn't blame them if they rest some guys, and honestly, we'll see how the results turn out. This is a really unpredictable time of year. Rangers won the first 2 meetings, October 16th, 3-1, November 16th, 3-2. Montreal's 20, 49, and 11. Their last 10 games are 1-9. They've lost 9 in a row in regulation. I think it's the second time in their history. I know it's the first time since 39-40 that we've seen that. The New York Rangers 51, 23, and 6. Their last 10 games are 7-3. They've lost 2 in a row, and of course they've clinched second in the Metro Division. We'll see whether or not they're against Pittsburgh or Washington. We'll find out pretty darn quick here, and either way, you're going to get a pretty good series. 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, a matchup between 2 non-playoff teams in Philadelphia and Winnipeg. Philadelphia won the first meeting 3-1 on February 1st. That would have been in Philly. So they're trying to sweep the season series. Philadelphia 25, 44, and 11. Their last 10 games, they're 3-7. They lost their last game. That was in Chicago. That was an amazing game. The Winnipeg Jets 36, 32, and 11. Last 10 games, they're 3-6-1. They did win their last game. And it feels like there's some pride here for Winnipeg they're playing for. I would expect a Winnipeg win, but again, this time of year, who knows? 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific start time between Vegas and the Chicago Blackhawks. This has been a split season series. Chicago's kept it close. They beat them 2-1 on January 8th, and March 26th, it was a 5-4 overtime victory for Vegas. On the Vegas side of things, they're 42, 31, and 7. Their last 10 games, they're 4-3-3. They've lost their last 2 games in extra time. One via shootout. Or no, both via shootout. So they're 4 points behind Dallas. And if they get 1 point tonight, they're done. They have to get 2, and Dallas can't get any. Chicago 27, 42, and 11 overall. Last 10 games, they're 3-7. They did win their last game. 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific start time for the Arizona Coyotes and against Dallas. And Arizona showed last night they can be dangerous at times. Not often. The record shows us not often, but at times. November 27th, Dallas beats Arizona 3-2. December 6th, Dallas won 4-1. Arizona in the last meeting actually won that one 3-1 on February 20th. Arizona 23, 50, and 7. Last 10 games, they're 1-7-2. They did win their last game. Dallas 45, 30, and 5. Last 10 games, they're 5-4-1. They've won 2 in a row, and 1 point clinches them a playoff spot. That's all it takes. That being said, with Dallas, I do get concerned. They don't do anything the easy way. I do not expect more than a 1-goal victory by them tonight. And a 1-goal loss wouldn't necessarily shock me to death because, again, Arizona playing loose. Some of the young kids they've got in the lineup are actually pretty good. And so we'll see how things go tonight after a day after they knocked off Minnesota. Then the final meeting of the night, or the final game of the night, I should say, is also the final meeting of the season between LA and Seattle. I'm wearing LA because LA should win this. And I say that because last time out, Seattle beat them, and thus the no mercy magnet. January 15th, it's a 3-1 win for LA. March 26th, it's a 4-2 win for LA. Most recent meeting was a 6-1 win for Seattle on March 28th. So for LA, they are 43, 27, and 10. Last 10 games, they're 6-4. They've won 4 in a row. They've clinched third in the Pacific with the results from last night. So it will be Edmonton and LA. And that's going to be fun. Seattle, 26, 47, and 6. Last 10 games, they're 4-6. They've lost 3 in a row. They're coming off of a loss last night in Vancouver. So, yeah, we'll see how this one turns out. So, for the meetings so far, we know Minnesota's playing St. Louis. We don't know who's going to have home ice. We do know that Edmonton's playing LA. Edmonton will have home ice. This is the 8th time these teams have played each other. The jersey that I'm wearing now is the one that LA wore back when they knocked off the Edmonton Oilers, which was great for the Vancouver Canucks because it meant they played LA in the next round and not the Oilers. So the overall series between these two organizations is 5-2 in favor of the Edmonton Oilers. So this will be the 8th meeting, but it's the first time they've met in the playoffs since 1992. So a real throwback in this one. That should be entertaining. Of course, first place in each division's been clinched. Florida, Carolina, Colorado, and Calgary, respectively. So if you cheer for a team whose name starts with C, you got a pretty good chance they finished first. I guess more than 50%. Sorry to Chicago and Columbus. The New York Rangers, of course, have clinched second, and Toronto has clinched second in the Atlantic. They're just waiting to find out who they're playing. Toronto will probably get the Tampa Bay Lightning for the Rangers. It may end up being the Caps, and that'd be a very entertaining series. The Rangers and the Capitals are no stranger to one another, and these are the series that, again, TV executives, advertisers, all of the type. Those are what they want to see. They want to see those rivalry matchups in the first round. I like them too. Anyways, there you go. Let me know your picks in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.